might die tonight, but if I do, I'm a...
Love thyself.
Knowing there's a problem at hand to begin with.
My guy!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How are we all, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Might Die podcast. This is episode 29. Big Schmeat. How are we?
I'm very good, thanks, Shano. The greatest podcast in the world that you missed there, Shane.
Yeah, I've been trying to really, most dopest podcast because it's still like MDP. You know, the most dopest podcast or most
Deadliest.
Or the most deadliest podcast. Yeah, but we're back. We're into it. We missed a little bit of a week, and to be completely honest, this episode's probably going to be a little bit late. Late. We're here.
We didn't want to hold off a streak or continue make it feel like that we're not going to make it as weekly as possible. So we thought Monday was out the picture. Organise another day, and here we are getting it done. Hence why it may be a little bit late, but.
That's it. And last week was just sort of one of those. It was a long weekend. A bit was going on with everything, and it was just, you sort of end up away as well, and I was sort of all over the shop. So I was just like, you know what? Let's just give this one a little bit of a miss, and we'll go from there. I'm just sort of trying to find a few comments that I was meant to have just up on deck for myself, but I'm.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm just going to emphasise the fact that we're nearly at episode 30.
We are.
30 episodes.
30 episodes deep.
Oh, not episodes, 30 podcasts.
Yeah. Well, no, they're episodes.
Yeah.
That's what I call them.
True.
It's an episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
But, it's sort of pretty 30 in. It's not bad. I mean, obviously, we did the first... We're technically we've probably hit the halfway mark of halfway. We would almost be... Technically... Come to think about it, we almost should start season 3. This should almost be season, because the first season we did, and then we had a gap, I guess. I think we got to 14, 13 or 14. And then obviously every one of the new ones has been since then, and now we're almost up to 30. So
is that 30 counted with the other ones? We count it, so that's all that we've done.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I think the first, I still reckon I could just turn me down a little bit there, bruv. I think I'm still peaking. I think I think we got to 15. I think
Did we start at?
I gotta look now.
Malton House.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the.
Yeah. And then we still moved here, and we did a bunch of them here. I think we did 4 or 5.
Yeah, out there, set up in the couches.
Yep.
That's when we first started with the guests and had Greggy Barling and
Louis,
Hilly.
Hilly was. I think we were still at 4 Amanda.
Yeah.
That was still at the old house.
Yeah.
Man, I cannot. Where's my?
No, bro. Hilly was here.
Nah.
Because I remember laughing on the couch.
Yeah, nah. The same couch was here.
Damn.
100%. 110%. Hilly's was at the old joint. I think we did one here that was we moved in.
Yeah.
Greg Barling, Louis, and then I think we did just one, me and you. So here we go. The Recelia was definitely episode number 7 at 4 Amanda, and then we did Skids in the Lounge Room, which was another episode there. Then we did Big News, which was us talking about moving into the factory. Mm-hmm. Then we moved into the factory. We did another podcast in the factory that's called The New Crib.
Yep.
Then we did Getting Things Sorted, which is obviously us probably just talking about sorting the factory out.
Mm-hmm. Then
we did Greg Barling. Then we did Louis. Then we did... We're back. Episode 14. And then episode 15 was the last one. And then we started episode... So technically, the next episode will be... If we just run with we're doing 15 episodes a season.
Yep.
Because why not? We can call it for what it is. Then after next week, we're at season 3. Season 3 of the My Type Podcast. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh.
Yeah, so look, in the Trusty podcast book,
Yeah.
right in number 11 was talking about, power splitty, getting cameras hooked here, all of that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good to have this shit on paper, man. Go back to number 12 was Greg.
Yep. Yep.
And,
Yeah. See, I'd probably send me. I don't think I've ever looked past half.
Louis 13.
11 aircon cleaning. Yep. I got the same shit. That's pisser.
Yeah, gross.
So here we are.
Anyway, sorry about that, guys. A little bit of
Slow start.
personal fucking talk there.
Yeah. When there's no rush with this one, I'm fucking. Well, yeah. Actually, I was going to tell you right before we started, but I'll tell you now. I had a little proper brain fart this morning, Schmeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like almost fucking passed out and fell on the ground and like full.
Just out of bed or something?
Nah, so got in the car. I'm pretty fucking tired. I drove to the station to pick Luke up. The whole way I was like, fuck, I'm tired. Got out the car because obviously once we get there, he jumps in the driver's seat and drives.
Oh, yeah.
So I've jumped out the driver's seat, and as I've done that, I've done like the out the car like stretch thing. As I'm walking to the front of the car, I remember getting to about mid front of the Terry, and just everything started shutting down. Brain, eyes went fucking, body just sort of went, and then the next thing I sort of knew, I was like catching myself on the car, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
And then all senses, everything come back to normal.
I'm sort of good. Yeah, even like I said, like I was actually like awake. Like I was a lot more awake after it. Yeah, like it had woke me up a little bit, but I don't know what that was.
Did you watch it? Did you sit there
he
going,
thought
what?
he thought I tripped over the fucking, just like did like the old gutter trip.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Just the old fucking whoops-a-daisies. But yeah, dude, hectic, man. So that was
Getting old, Shane.
That's my little morning story
old.
on fucking I don't know. I think I probably just need a good fucking sleep, to be honest. I feel like I've been running on fucking 6 hours sleep for, I don't even know anymore. Like I reckon maybe at one point I had a little bit of a sleep in maybe a week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it's just like fucking just 6 hours every fucking night, just fucking bed at fucking 2 o'clock, up at fucking 7:38.
Yeah, see that. But at least now, like you're 1, 2 o'clock in bed. Usually you'd be 12 o'clock back in the day. Get up midday.
100.
When now you're still got that routine of 7:30, 8 o'clock out of bed doing the thing.
Yep.
That's the go.
You know what's terrible, ladies and gentlemen?
Not having all the elements.
When you start a podcast and you don't have any bloody
Filters.
I've got no filters.
Raw dog it.
Nah, I'm fucking on no prison shit right now. Hey, Mum, when you get a minute, can you just go into my car and grab me filters from my side door and just slip them into me when you're good? Thank you. Got Mum on deck. Cheers, Mum. Thanks, Mum.
Yeah, Shazza.
Other than that, I can't have a ciggy right now. So, what else is new, Schmeato?
Nah, just still got a broken leg.
Yep.
Getting more into the workshop, as we've spoken on in the past couple. That's floating along. Have me good and bad days. Now I'm starting to get a bit of an understanding, routine pattern of like how to attack the certain days when I'm feeling certain ways from the morning and all of that. Usually it's just like, fuck, chasing your tail when you're not in the zone, or, when you are in the zone, like you're not clicking on gears, like, boom, take advantage of this, do it. Or when you are lagging, like, it's all right, it's cool, just don't stress, blah, blah, blah. So bit of juggling of late, but I'm starting to get onto a routine because I'm now in this position for, at least another 6, potentially 8 months. Mm-hmm. So I've just got one more checkup, cut my cast off, and go into this Friday coming, I'm going to get put into an air boot, which is like a can boot, moon boot, and it has bladders in it. You can pump it up. It's Velcro, so you can pull it on and off, because this whole time I've had a knee-high cast or that external cage around my leg and I haven't been able to shower. standing up.
Steam.
Yeah, no, I definitely shower. Don't you worry about that.
You're like the cleanest
But,
dude I know.
Yeah, but as for standing up and showering, it hasn't been a thing for 6 months, and that 6 months ticked over to the day on the 11th. So 2 days ago, it was 6 months since I broke it.
And you stood up in the shower, is that what you're saying?
No, I still haven't.
You still haven't.
As of Friday, when this cast comes off and I get put into the moon boot that I can then remove at the end of the day to have a shower.
Yep.
That'll
be the first time you can just stand in the shower.
I'm really looking forward to Friday just for that, let alone getting a new boot and potentially it
Cast
off. Just an extra step down the line. So that's good, but I've become okay with this is me for the next 6 to 8 months. Could be me for the rest of my life. That's how I'm kind of putting it because that's where it's at now. As drastic as that may sound, but it's kind of reality. And just be okay with the position I'm in, work with it, let the universe see that I'm okay with that, and he may kick me into gear with the sense of healing and all of the above. Still on, I was just still on the peptide stuff, doing that. That's been great. Seeing the surgeons, that started to spot weld itself, and due to that stuff, got rid of the infections. I think we touched on that last time.
Yep.
So that was all good there. But other than that, man, it's been still such a difficult testing time up to here. Only getting stronger and stronger though, but the testing times seem to get harder and harder. So it's just constantly chasing your tail. But that's what you do when you're broken and all the above, and especially when you've got the business and overheads and want to be the best person you can to the people that surround you. It's a lot.
The challenge never really stops. Even if
man.
you're in a great position.
Yeah, that's right.
If you want to be better, then you're always going to have to challenge yourself in a sense.
No, I don't know if I've said this to you since one of the last checkups about the whole fusion thing, that I got jack of it when I was there, and I was like, basically, that's it. I'm done with it. Let's just fuse it. Book me in a date.
Yep.
And they kind of looked at me and looked at each other, and then they kind of went, well, we can't do that.
Why?
I was like, what do you mean? You've told me this has been an option, last resort, worst case. I'm over it. Well, let's do it. No, we can't do that. There's nothing there to fuse. So now I'm backed against the wall with having to let this to fix itself to a point that is strong enough and structurally there enough to be able to fuse it. So it's not even waiting this 6 to 8 months time to hopefully to heal and hopefully have my own bone. It's literally, or own ankle joint. It's literally, no, you've got to sit this time out now and deal with what it is as it is. Get as much as you can get done. Figure out your daily routines to be able to achieve that, because you're not moving any quicker than that. Even with the peptide stuff, it's going to help that and regenerate it. And if I think I can continue that on continuously until the next one into the new year, that will be a little bit of a game changer, I think, on the next X-ray CT scans. But yeah, as for now, it's just.
So when they say that, there's sort of like there's no option to fuse because everything's so fucking mangled, if you will.
Still so broken.
If it heals enough to be fused, is it healed enough to be used?
Yeah. What? No. It could be, but it'd be majorly painful. There's going to be, because the ankle joint isn't built to work anymore. It was built to put back together, to save it, to try and keep it in one piece and heal that way. It was never put back together in the sense of like, this guy's an athlete and he needs to do this. And it was just kind of get it back to as good as possible due to all the trauma prior. Like, I've still got bone that's upside down, sitting upside down and spun around backwards, and they're like, that's upside down, that's backwards, that's this, that's that. But we didn't want to go in. We couldn't go in and touch it because we couldn't open you up any more than what we thought, because if we did, it'd all flow out and we'd lose the whole lot. So let's just keep what's in there, and
Can they go back in and like turn that around when the time's right, or does that
um,
just start welding where it is?
potentially, yeah, it'll just start doing its thing as it sits. Because it's too risky to do any more on that minute. Like, that's how big this thing is in a picture. Like, that sounds bad. That's upside down. That's actually fuck all.
Yeah,
That's nothing
the
in the
least
scheme of things. Like, they're looking at it in the big picture, same as me. It's like, yeah, fuck that upside down bone. Like, who cares about that? Like, it's not going to affect me any more than everything else that's going to affect me when I'm as good as I can be from here on out. So it's just yeah. So looking forward to be able to stand up and shower as of Friday with this cast cut off and go back and see him in 2025. That's if I have no upsets over that time and the break period and things just go along.
Yep.
And yeah, check up, X-rays, CTs, and just cross my fingers and hope it's doing something and just enough to get it fused. Because if the fusion thing isn't there, due to it not being healed, well, obviously I can't use it because it's not healed. I can't fuse it because it's not healed. So that leaves cutting it off.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Um,
That is proper.
so it's like it's becoming each catch up with these surgeons and that. It's like every time I go, it just gets that little step closer to that. You know, because there's like that one opportunity goes of like, okay, that's not going to happen now. We thought if it was going to, it would have happened by now. So that's no longer. So, all right, let's fuse it. Well, we can't do that because of this. So you're going to have to wait another 6 to 8 months. All right, cool. Like, it's just, yeah, it's been hectic. I'm done with it, but I can't do anymore.
In saying that, you've had to, in a nutshell, just like you've had to sit with those thoughts of like, I could lose me leg.
Yeah. I've sort of all
you've sort of sat in that, and I mean, I guess accepted it to the point as much as you can.
It's a potential chance, and I'm not going to be a fucking stuck up fucking thick-headed dickhead that thinks it's not going to happen to me, because it's so possible, and everyone's stating it, and it's not rocket science. You know, it's been as long as it has. I've gone through as many ups and downs, peaks and valleys, and it's like it's getting very slim of what's left.
The other options aren't as
available,
valuable. Like they're available in this. They're just not there.
Yeah, so it's just like kind of.
How do you sit with that? Like how have you had to have sit like that's not a small thing.
Man. It's uncomfortable. And it's not even amputation aside, because I haven't been putting any thought into that or making myself stress or going, oh shit, because it's not going to happen right now in my eyes. It's fine. I'll continue to fight the fight. But as for it to how I feel about it, man, it's heavy. It's hard. It's mental state's fucked because of it. Yeah. At times.
Yeah.
More than most. More than not, I should say. Yeah,
that's a big deal.
It's scary.
Of course
it's
it is.
Scary, like man. Like just talking about it. I think it was last night with Ali, my missus, or yesterday. Like, it's just something when you're talking and you're saying the things like, I just get upset, man. I just start crying, you know, like not sulk and carry on. It's just like you just can't hold them tears, and it's just like this is my reality, man. Like I've been here, I've danced with this devil, and I've dodged this devil so much, and I had 2 perfectly working fused ankles prior to all of this. After breaking them so many times, and then when I was doing it, you know, as a job, and what was bringing in money for me, knowing very well that that's potentially a chance that can happen where, yeah, this time around, it's just, it's so fucking different, and it's far from easy. So it doesn't, there's so many things that make it not sit right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's levels of that are like, you know, you obviously, instantly you start going like, what am I capable of if I don't have a foot?
Yeah.
Right? Then that, like, I think the biggest thing is like, that's a part of your body, even if it doesn't work.
I don't want to lose it. I don't want to get rid of it.
Like, and
But in saying that, we're living in a time, man.
we are. I mean,
And
you couldn't be in it unless you were fucking 20 years in the future. Now is the best time to be able to, I guess, adapt to a situation like that. If this was fucking
For sure.
1924 and you lost it in the war, you're fucked.
Or we weren't living in Australia.
Or that's
somewhere else, man. That's huge.
100%. I think that is a big sort of situation that we do have that healthcare that can help us in those situations.
Provide some sorts of goods.
Yeah, but it's still a very, I think it's one of those things too where like I think most people that are amputees, a lot of them sort of do have good attitudes. If that makes, they sort of like, you know what, you don't actually fucking need it.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just like when
I think that they have to start with that attitude, and I think that's sort of something that your attitude will carry through with this situation.
Yeah.
But it's still very, like fuck, man, just fuck. That's
Got a couple of people that are amputees. No, from like knee, mid shin down, whatever. Basically, I think what it'd be if it was to come forward.
Yeah.
And technology in that, man, now is just like unreal. It's just more so, again, the healing.
Yep.
Because it's such a big wound.
Yep.
Under that, and then whatever prosthetic, putting it to that wounded area once it's healed, and then it's there's a lot of time involved in it, and that's what I'm starting to come to terms with more and more, and realise that this is going to be a long stretch, this road, like until I can say, okay, I'm no longer going to the surgeons and the orthopedic checkups and surgeries and the potentials and the unknowns and the what ifs and the what that's all of it. It's just I'm so looking forward to that day to come where it's no longer that,
and you can just sort of deal with it.
Just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. There's no worries in the sense yet. It may be very unfortunate because I've lost this or that, whatever from it, but who cares? Let's just keep moving forward. And that's why I got Jack with it the other week, because it was like, that's where I was at. Regardless, let's just go. Like I what we're saying, like I didn't want to lose anything off anybody. It's mine. Yeah. But that's mentally where I was at. I was like, done. Just get rid of it.
Yeah. Let's get us to a point where I can start moving forward, not just sort of just
dabbling,
doggy paddling in a puddle.
Yeah. And at the same time, it's running heavy on the brain. Yeah. It's running heavier now more than ever with bits and pieces of pain. Because it's coming back more and more on board with nerves and sensations, and more time goes past. There's all these things, there's all these battles that I'm constantly changing. Going, fuck, why is it doing that now? Okay, and that's a new thing. All right, that's there. Oh fuck, I started doing this now. Let's get rid of it all. But unfortunately, back's against the wall, hands are tied, and
just got to ride the wave now.
That's it, and in a positive way. Being just focused, cool. Could be way worse people there's people in way worse situations than me. I'm lucky. I've still got a workshop. I can still push bikes, ride them up into the ramp,
you got
whatever.
Both your fucking hands, and to be completely honest, that's where your gifts are.
Yep, 100%.
Yep.
All of it in a nutshell, man. It's still hectic. It's still a long road, and it's still going to be a lot more ups and downs and hecticness, and I know that. And that's why now, only at episode 29, I'm saying those things, because prior from hospital, the first one in hospital to here, it's kind of been like, no, I'll be right, not long, trying to convince myself, trying to make it all. Yep. Where it's like, nah, this is the reality of it, man, and this is severe due to all the past. So the sooner you become okay with that, the sooner I think the universe is going to open up and go, all right, he's complacent enough with that. He understands the position he's in. It seems like he's learnt from that, like to the point, man, where I'm looking at thinking I'm selling all my bikes. Yeah. Sell all my dirt bikes. Like it's put me into a position where, I I can't trust myself not to get on them, and I can't trust my body to be good when I am on them now anymore. I'm just so it's a tease. It's waving a hot dog.
I'll take the 110 and the 125.
Well, the 110 will stay because I'm not. But the 125.
Like, and you wouldn't sell your 250. No, there'd be
Tyrone's. No, that's Tyrone's and Charles' bike.
Think like
and the 110
sentimentally ones that are like you
staying.
Yeah, of course. It's just like your fun bikes that you've gathered because you thought you expected and hoped that you could
Just go and
playing.
use them, enjoy them.
So all right, so if that's the are you starting to look at like other avenues
Yeah.
like cars?
No.
No. No? All right,
Bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other avenue? What's the safest avenue?
So there is no safe.
Sidecars? I ride. You sit in the fuck that.
Monkeying.
mate.
Fuck me, Shane, you riding. You weren't even riding and you fucking took me to the truck and I broke me leg, bro. No.
I was going to say, that's just like I'm the monkey. I've always been the monkey. You do the riding, I'll sit in the passenger seat. But we was like, what sort of riding is safe enough?
Realistically, man, I'm done with trying to push
Course.
in a degree on anything now, in a limit.
Yep.
I'm past that. I can't afford that anymore, and I'm scared myself to a point that I don't want to do that anymore.
Yep.
Whether it's stunting a dyno like a Harley, or which is something I wanted to dabble in, getting a sporty or something, doing it up wheelies, all the above.
Yep.
Where it's just that's too risky for my legs and feet, especially now. Was in the past, even so that's kind of scrapped. Not into the whole soft tail cruising, fucking 240 rear ends that you can't ride the things because they fucking fight you the whole time and all of that. So I'm gonna pretty much go old man spec to a sense and just wait and save and buy myself something really nice in the way of a street glide like Georgie Bob's,
yeah. So like
something
a full
like that.
cruiser.
Just cruiser, man. Bags. Me and Ali can get on it. We can ride. We're comfortable. We've got comfortable seating. Yes, you can get in and go around and ride them pretty hard if you want, but it's not something that you really want to do. It's a cruiser. Like, you want to ride it and enjoy it and be comfortable. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at because I see it and I've been weighing it up, and it's the only way I'm going to be able to allow myself to get throttle therapy and the wind going through my hair without having potential
big risk factor.
Yeah, but risk is always there due to fucking idiots on the road. Not to say I can't make a mistake either. But yeah, it's just I don't know what I was going to say. Like finish that sentence off what it was, but yeah, I just think it's the safest. It's not. Oh, that's what it was. It doesn't. There's no like enticement or there's no like want as such to be, and want's not the wrong word, is the wrong word because I want to do it. It's like it's not just easy to go out and jump at 75 foot or wheelie it. They're a big thing there, and they're worth a lot of money, man. You know what I'm like with my shit that's not worth a lot of money. I love.
So you're not just going to get on this bike and fucking
thrash it and just treat it like shit. No, man, I want this thing like, and bottom line, like if I could, I want to get a CVO, like, you know, the HSV.
This is like a fucking show bike.
This
almost.
is like, and have it really nice and have a really nice one.
Yep.
And that's that. That's my bike riding.
Yep.
Unless I'm riding down a flat road on me 110 running me dog.
Yep.
I'm not even riding, 110s out in the bush or jumping them or anything, man, because legs are so close to the ground. All of it, like, it's just as much as it kills me to say that there's no good outcome that I can stew up with thinking of me going back onto something like that in the sense of dirt bike sense related, motard racing related,
anything that
super bikes
that hits a little bit of like extreme has to go. Oh wait, I think extreme on a bike. There's no protection. That's why I sort of like I did. And does like the car thing, any sort of car thing, not like get you excited just for that adrenaline thrill. That like
For sure.
that fuck it, foot to the floor.
For sure.
Where you get that fucking.
I've just never had the interest.
Yeah.
I've never had the interest because bikes have always been there, but that's not to say that I wouldn't be interested. It's like, I don't think I could, come to spending money like that on cars. So I know what they're worth. I know they're expensive. And you go start skidding
It's
them.
a new hobby.
You start bloody drifting and all that. It's huge. It's massive in dollars sense. And as I said, I'm not here pushing to try and, be seen, get sponsored and go do the best and
Number
go over
one.
here. No, fuck that, man. I just give me a helmet, give me my bike, and let me go just down the road and cruise. For 3 hours, 4 hours, 2 days, 5 days. I don't care. That's how I do it. But I think that's kind of where I'm at in that sense. But yeah, it sits heavy, all of it. It fucking sucks. But, I'd much rather that than go through all of this again.
Yeah.
This has been a shit show of fucking ordeal, man. Like, as everyone that surrounds like yourself that knows, but it's just,
Heavy.
But yeah, so that's pretty much that. What about yourself there, Shane? What's happening? What's going on work-wise? You been flat out? You been doing any filming, any riding?
A bit of all of it. I did just want to, because I thought of it mid-convo earlier about the amputation, and it's like a little bit, I guess, on a lighter note of it. I mean, not really. It's probably a darker note, but like, what do they do with your foot afterwards? What happens to the limbs after they have been amputated? Do they just throw them in the bin?
Nah, and I'm going to request it. And
can you get your bones?
They get sent to Hill Dog Safaris, and he taxidermies my leg. And he fucking hangs it on me wall, man. He puts it on the wall mount, and it makes it look like my shoes getting booted through the plaster. I just got to put a hole in the plaster and mount it.
I'm glad that's where my head went to. Like, can you know how like they fucking pull a tooth out and you can take your tooth? Can I have my foot back?
Yeah, well, they're real. No, obviously.
There's no way you could.
No.
There's no fucking way.
That shit's gone. I don't know where it's gone to, but it's gone. Like, do they have a burial service for everyone's amputated limbs? You were once a good left leg.
Oh, dude, there's just a pit of limbs.
Yeah.
Like, what? Or like, that is I feel like that's something that, like, I don't know, why? We're probably not meant to know.
Probably burnt down, man. They'd get
just
incinerated.
incinerators and shit. Yeah, that's a good point.
You'd reckon so, because it's not like a dead limb or a cut off limb that will die. It's not like an organ based area of the body that you can go. Jimmy needs one of these.
Yeah. You're not reusing it.
Anything from the internals. So yeah, you probably said burn it. I reckon get it gone.
That's pretty brutal.
I have heard of you can get de-skinned a layer or a certain amount to keep your tattoos, to keep skin pieces.
Oh, you know what? I need to fucking go. Like,
I'm sure.
What do they do with your limbs after they're amputated?
According to PubMed Central, the limb is sent to biohazard crematoria and destroyed. The limb is donated to a medical college for use in dissection and anatomy classes. On rare occasions when it is requested by the patient for religious or personal reasons, the limb will be provided to them.
Bro.
Bullshit.
Bro. You better tell them you're highly religious about your leg.
This is a sacramental piece of my body.
I want
soul.
my fucking leg, cunt.
I
Put it in a glass tube
Can
and
you
make
put in
it
a
go
tube?
all fucking...
Yeah, put it in a tube for me. And
Dude, that would be gangster as fuck,
Oh,
having your
would it?
foot... I think so. It's weird, but it's
I
gangster.
hate the look of me foot.
Yeah, feet aren't the most attractive thing. I mean, some
Especially
people love
mine.
them. But what the fuck? So yeah, in a nutshell, what do? They bury it. They crematorium or destroyed, biohazard, or the limb is donated. That makes a lot of sense. Obviously, just fucking take it medical school and cut it up and work out why
examination.
Why it's
Let's
fucking,
see. Like, and mine would probably do that, man, because it's like it'll go to a traumatic fucking, orthopedic unit. of students and being like, let's have a look at this. Here's his history of what he's done to this leg over this period of time. Tear it
How do
apart.
certain fuses go back in and look at the fusing and how it's fucked?
Yeah.
That's interesting, but I'd still be pushing for personal or fucking religious reasons.
You know what I'm pushing for? Not losing it, Shane.
Well, obviously, yeah, keeping it on your body. But if they do decide, I'd be like, give me my metatarsals, cunt. I want me metatarsals. I want my foot bone. I'd probably rid the flesh unless I got real fucking, look at me dirty fucking rotting foot. But I think
I'd have the
bones
front,
would be fucking sick,
front
dude.
part with the skin on, and then get the back end
dissected.
So the calf muscles there with a bit of bone coming through the Achilles tendon. We'll cut the Achilles so it looks like it's all twang and.
Or even like you said, though, imagine being like, fuck yeah, I want my skin back. And then like leather in your...
Well, that's... and I can't remember.
That's deep.
When I was tattooing there for a while, and, you know, tattooing is it's traditional to a lot of different areas in it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, people, I think it come from Japs, maybe. Full skins, full bodysuits.
Yeah.
They get skinned and they hang those skins up.
Yeah.
Because of the art.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I've seen that shit.
It's like, it's not just me and you going with our dirty tattoos that we've had done here and there and just fucking get...
Yeah, like
it's like
tribal shit.
Yeah, Japanese or whatever it may be, but yeah, that's that'd be pretty cool to see a museum like that.
Yeah, it would actually just... Would it? It's a bit creepy, but it's pretty cool. But anyway, I just thought I'd touch on what the fuck goes on there because I thought that's a bit fucking weird. But
what about the rest of it?
A bit going on. Always something going on. Like I said, always fucking something going on. There's popping in and out of doing some fucking film shit here and there. I got a fucking gig. I filmed some shit with fucking Gaz yesterday and fucking on the weekend, and then we fucking... What else did we do? Then this week I'm doing a fucking music video Saturday and then filming a gig Friday night.
Yeah, busy.
It just fucking doesn't stop, to be honest, but it's sort of good. It's
it is
what you're after.
It's really good.
You know? But other than that, I'm just trying to think what else has been sort of happening that is...
Got to keep in that mindset like we were speaking the other week, Shane. It's not, I've got to do this. It's,
I get to,
I'm doing this.
Look at the experience I get. I mean, it is pretty fucking cool. Like, I mean, it is. It's sort of one of those things where, like, you know, I'm literally going to a fucking... Like, this Friday's like I'm shooting a fucking King Parrot live thing. And, like, King Parrot are like... They're literally doing a UK tour with fucking Pantera or something next year. Yep. Like, they are massive in, like, the fucking... Cool. So, you know, like, the fact that I just get to fucking sort of run around on stage with them is one of those things that I think sometimes I do get a little bit like, yeah, I've done that before. I don't really care. Yeah. But I do, because it's fucking cool. It's like, fuck, man, you know, like, I'm up here fucking shooting the big dogs. But, yeah, and obviously teeing a few things up with the fucking potty. We've got a few fucking decent guests lined up that should be pretty fucking good. They're a little bit out of the ordinary, but might be...
For the guests that
we're used to, I think. But I sort of hope that it can maybe open doors for, like, a little bit more of a different fucking vibe. So make sure you stay tuned for next episode because that's when it's all going to start rolling through.
Should be a good one. Looking forward to it.
It should be very interesting.
Just to see the outcome. Like, I'm very interested to speak to this dude. But also at the same time interested to see what all you guys, listeners, viewers, all of that have to say and think of that style of what it may be. And yeah, just if, you know, want to see more of that and, you know, then people I feel would get in on the whole questionnaire thing. What about this? What about that? What about this? So it could be something that we think about in the future for even him again. You know, like...
Or just more people like that, you know. I mean, not that he realistically is the only one that I sort of have any sort of... looks like I have any sort of respect for in that sense, in those sorts of genres. But, yeah, I mean, it's all... Yeah, I feel like it's just a door that can be opened, you know. Even in a sense, too, like, I feel like hopefully in his situation, he should have questions for us. Yeah. That should be if he's doing his job right, he should be asking what the fucking people out on the field are
Well,
sort of doing.
just to get the feedback that you kind of got anyway from him.
Yeah, and
the
that was
team,
cool.
like,
Yeah,
it's
like
just-
it was sick to sort of have that feedback of them being like, "Fuck, I like what you're doing. I'll get involved in that." It's like, "Fuck yeah, that's sick."
We're not going to let up anymore on who and what and
Yeah,
all
you're
the
gonna
above.
just gonna have to
You
wait.
can just wait for that. But yeah, tune in.
Just
Be a
teasing
good
us
one.
over it. Like I said, I ended up with a.
I wanted to
fucking
ask
comment.
though, while you're looking for that, how that's going to be a deep one anyway. So
Go.
how did it all go, man?
What?
The fucking drop for the boxers.
Good. Yeah. Pretty decent. There was a good rush at the start. Over halfway, probably a little bit more than over halfway. I think there's probably like 20 boxes left, or maybe 19 or 18 or some shit like that. So
Yes,
like
sir.
it's
What'd you start off with?
50.
Yeah, nice.
So like, it's yeah, it's fucking weird, man. You know what the fucking weirdest thing is, bro?
What's that?
People talk shit.
Yeah.
They fucking talk so much fucking shit. Like, you have all this hype at the start, and everyone, you see all these names, and they're like, "Fuck yeah, that's sick. I can't wait to get one. Where do I get one? Oh, that's going to be available on fucking. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting at 1:00 on the dot." And then all the orders come in, and they're fucking names that you don't even know. You
None
haven't
of the
even
people.
seen before, that haven't even said anything. They didn't need to say anything because they just were going to fucking buy it. It's like these cunts that say shit, just say it to fucking say things, bro.
And that I've noticed that in my position with, like, with me leg man, like, I'm not here to fuck around with it.
Yeah.
So I'm researching and sourcing out my own, peptides and stuff like that. Yeah, there's just people, like, yes, you can do that, like, and then
Yeah.
don't hear like whatever, and it's just like, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Like, don't
Shut the fuck
try
up.
and make out like as if it's cool. I'm not going to look at you any different if you turn around and say, "Nah, man, I can't do that. I can't help you. I can't." All right, sick, man. Thank you, but the fact that you, yeah, and then I am relying on it and
Correct.
thinking it's going to be great. I'll have that soon, and then you don't hear boo, and it's just like, just shut up, people. Like, fuck.
Yeah. And it's like, to me, it's like, especially because it's like, this is all like 90% of it, it's all like internet based. It's just like a comment. And I also know that comments are fucking sort of useless there.
Yep.
But how did you go, yeah, I'm gonna tell the world I want this. Everyone's going to say, oh, I want one. And then when it comes to the crunch, you just fucking disappear. Like, what? Like, I also know, like, okay, worst case situation, maybe shit happens. Okay, you were planning on buying it and a fucking bill came out and you didn't have any money. Cool. Why didn't you get it the next week?
Yep.
Why didn't you just get something little? And again, all right, cool, you don't have to get anything. I'm not sitting here being like,
you
buy
need to do
my
this.
stuff. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But don't be, like, excited for me and make me have this, like, oh yeah, fuck, I've already sold fucking 10. If all these people, I've sold 10, I mean, this is good, we're winning here. And then you don't see any of those 10 people's names, you're like, what the fuck? And I mean, this is obviously to the extreme. There were certain people that were like, fuck, that's grouse, man, I'm going to get one.
Yeah.
And they got one.
Yeah.
But majority of the, like, those sort of like blow-ins are like, yeah, man, I'm going to be onto it. And it's like, no, you're not. And you just, some of these people just saying it to be like, well, fuck G, man.
Yeah, man.
G him up.
Yeah.
Make him fucking feel fucking special. Or like, are you on that, do you actually feel like that? And then when it comes to the crunch, you just bitch out? Or like, again, it's all money related. So sometimes people can't afford things. And I totally
100%.
understand that. And that's fine.
And
But
I just
again,
want to.
if you're fucking broke and you can't afford things, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's
Stay
it.
in your fucking corner, get some work done, and when you've built enough, then come open your fucking mouth.
Yep. And I just want to touch back on what I was saying. If people listen, and like people that have helped me out with it have been great, and still are, and that it's got nothing like no one, not pointing fingers here at the people that have helped me out and are continuing to help me out with certain things. It's just I've reached out to a lot of different sources for it, just because I know it's hard to get and all the above, and there's just been so many people outside of the crew that are helping. They're just like yeah, and it's like fucking grouse, like another contact, and it seems like a positive, a good one, quality, and then gone. It's just like, yeah, I feel your frustration there, Shane, because people are shit, man.
It is. It's a fucking weird one, man. Like, but on and overall, I think it was a pretty decent turnaround.
Yep.
Everyone that's got one seems pretty happy. Everyone's sort of all that jazz. So I mean, yeah, I'm also, it's fucking one of those things where like now I'm like, and that's just how I am and my brain works. Like I just move forward. Like I'm done.
Yep.
I'm done with that. That was a fucking headache. It was a lot going on.
Yep.
So now I'm just like, what's next? They can sit there, like if they can slowly tinker away, I don't really give a fuck. I sort of got that. The first load was enough of a chunk to sort of get me back in front, so I like wasn't out of pocket fucking $5,000. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I've sort of made a little bit of that back. I'm back up to square one. Okay, cool. Now I can just sit with
you've
it.
done what you've done. You've put a sick product out.
And that's the thing.
You've released something cool.
I've showed what I can do if all my ducks are in line and there's a budget there and I can do all these things. And so I think that's
it's not even proven what you can do and all the above to the people. It's yourself.
100%.
Like, it's like, all right, cool. I've done that. I knew the extremes of it.
Yep.
It was a bitch to do that part. You've sourced contacts now that you probably didn't have in past from doing just that. So it's like opened up a whole lot of other stuff I could only imagine doing it and all the above. So the sales on top is a bonus massively.
Sort of, yeah. Like I think, yeah, and I was actually saying this to fucking Me60 yesterday. I think the overall hype and vision of it all was just good for my brand. You know, like most of the time, like I've sort of said, I just make something, take some photos of it, put it on the internet and be like, hey guys, go get it if you want it.
Yep.
Where this sort of made everything look a little bit more professional. I took some steps out that I don't normally do, like doing things a little bit different and all that sort of stuff. So I think it just sort of shows that there's like more potential for the brand.
Yep.
And hopefully in the long run that snowballs.
Yep.
Like that's sort of, and that's the sort of game I'm playing anyway. It's sort of a bit of a long form game. Like I'm also not really here to like sell a box because it's like gimmicky. It's like I want you to like want that box.
For
like,
sure.
That's like, you know, I want to build a community of people that like respect and appreciate the art and the
what goes into
story and all that sort of shit. Yeah. So like, and I think there was probably a good chunk of that. Like a lot of people were really like, fuck, that's sick, man. Like I need that in my fucking collection or whatever.
Yep.
So I think that's a pretty
sick.
smooth run with it, I guess.
That's cool because outside looking in on the socials and that and all the hype and all the little different promo ads and things you've done, like all fucking looked great and does. And it's like, I'm very interested to see how all of this goes because this is one that is, you know, you've put in more than most of the things and, you know, different style with the boxes and the books and like just everything was sourced so well. I was interested like, genuinely to be like, fuck, this could be sick for him. This could turn out real good, like, you know.
And I mean, that's just fucking the truth in it too. Like, it's a fucking weird game out there. Like, anyone that's sitting there telling you, like, they're moving multiple units without you seeing those units everywhere, they're full of shit.
Yep.
Like, and you're probably kidding yourself if you think you're going to sell multiple units of things. Like, why do people give a fuck about your product? Like, unless it's actually helping them. And especially, you know, like something like this too, it wasn't really, it was artistic, it was gimmicky, it was like nothing is purposeful. Like, yeah, okay, you can put the hat on, you can put the sunnies on, you can look cool. Yeah. But like, it is just like a collector's item sort of thing. So like, I get that that's also a little bit of a bridge to cross for certain people. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it is. It's just sort of interesting to sort of see that, like, if, you know, with my numbers, time in the game, all this sort of shit, and, you know, I can only sort of flog off a certain amount of things, it's like, what, you think you over there is going to fucking sell 30 T-shirts, bro? Probably not. And I don't mean that to be fucking rude, but like I just mean that to be like, you better be ready not to sell fucking 30 t-shirts and have a box full of t-shirts.
Yep.
You know, unless you've got that community around you that are all like, yeah, you know, it's a car club and, you know, or you do have good reach on the internet and shit. But like, the truth is, if you're just like a dude that wants to start a brand, you will fucking not sell much. Unless you are extremely talented artist and have designs that sort of really
Even
kick
then,
on.
it's
Or you've got
still-
that fan base. You've built that fan base through
That's the
something
biggest,
else.
yeah.
Like, and that to be, 100%, that's what almost needs to be done. Like, if you're even sitting there thinking about starting a brand, you need to work on you first. You need to be the brand before you sell a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah, you want almost to be approached.
So, yeah.
We want like
when are you doing merch?
When are you going to get something with your logo on it? I want to wear one of your t-shirts. Have you got them?
Correct.
Are you going to get them?
Yep.
That's when let's go.
Yeah, and you know, like I was the same thing. We were fucking 14-year-old kids that were like, I want a brand.
Of course.
And we were nobodies.
Yep.
And that's probably why we only sold to like each other and a couple of friends. And then I had a box full of t-shirts because it's like we thought we were cool and we were cool and it was all happening, but like no one was going to spend the money on it. And like that's...
Different times now too.
It is 100% different fucking
Hugely
times.
different compared to that.
100%.
Where back then, we were the only kids in Melton, man.
Yeah.
Spray painting t-shirts
100%.
to make your own brand.
Yeah. No one was doing that shit.
Where now,
It's like trendy.
every man and his dog's either ironing on their fucking patches or they're finding someone like yourself to get the screen printing done or they're doing it themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
The competition is a lot thicker now.
Yep.
Definitely is. And like, you know, there's just more out there because of things like the internet and shit. So it's just like, how do you compete with like me? What if someone's going to sit there and go, all right, I like fucking MDP and I like this fucking brand over here that's just starting up because he's like, you need to be better than that. And, you know, and like, it's fucking hard out there. It fucking really is. You know, it's, and, you know, then you just sort of see people sort of doing the same thing and like all they're doing is what the last person did.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, okay, that's cool for a second because like your average Joes that want that hoodie that can't get it because it's trendy and it's sold out now just wear the same copy version of your brand. It's like, okay, like it's not, yeah, I know. It fucking blows my mind to be honest sometimes, but it is. It's interesting to sort of be right in the mix of it and sort of dabble in it in my own thing and then being able to like sort of print for other people and semi-guide them and learn from them too. Because you do, like there are certain people that are like, you know, there are influencers out there that I print for that move fucking garments, man. They've got that respect.
Yep.
They have that following where people are like, I love either the design, what it represents, or I just fucking love what you do and I want to support it. So it's like, if you don't have any of those three, no one's going to buy your fucking t-shirts.
Yep.
And, you know, like that's fucking bottom line, man. And I know that because I see it. I see people come in and go, yeah, I'm starting a fucking brand, man. I want fucking 50 t-shirts with this on it and that on it. And like, bro, you never see them again. You never see their fucking posts again. You get one little fucking drop post and clearly life comes in and goes, and they go, well, what do you mean I only sold 2 shirts to me mum and sister? Fuck.
Yep.
And then they go in the corner and hide and cry and there's nothing of that brand ever again. It's like, you're sort of starting at the wrong position. You need to start by giving people something so they respect you. And again, that's why these influencers that are working work. They weren't like, hey, everyone, buy my new brand. No. They were like, this is who I am and this is what I do. Yep. Check it out. Come with me. Hey, I'm doing T-shirts. Do you want one? Fuck yeah.
Perfect example is I was watching Roman Atwood yesterday on YouTube. Been following him. He's back on like a daily kind of deal and just keep up with it here and there. And he was saying, fuck, what did you just say?
Just brand stuff.
That's right. So the YouTube, he was on YouTube for ages, didn't go anywhere, made 58 cents, and then from then on, just put it all in, started making moves, became the biggest YouTube influencer there for a bit, for pranks and all the above, and then fucking, turned it to daily vlogs and all the bullshit in that sense. And, oh, shit. I've just lost my train of thought again.
To do with like merch and stuff.
Yeah, and then he got it to a point where it was at his first channel was it was in the millions of like views and subscribers. Got all the plaques and bullshit, and he pretty much.
He's gone again. He doesn't know his point. So like, did he like merch made it?
Fuck, merch man, yes. Fuck, man. That's a spin out 4 times now. What are you doing? Yeah. So, and then why I said to you before about people reaching out before you go and do it and sit on it.
Yep.
Someone said, because at the end of his video, he said, like, his thing was smile more. And, like, said a slogan at the end of it, and then just smile more.
Yep.
And his inboxes, his emails, everything blew up.
Put it on t-shirt.
Yeah, like, we want that, like, we want a t-shirt. Like, where did your merch come from? And then he went, like, ding, light bulb.
Yep.
And I was watching a podcast with him on it, and someone asked him, like, what was, your revenue, or what did you do in that sense, money-wise, in merch? And it was something ridiculous, like 20 mil, just in the merch front. On that.
Merch has always been the forefront of that shit. Like, even you go back to old school, back in the day when, like, bands had record labels and shit. Like, money was made from merch. Not like, the fucking venue would give you fucking $200 to play.
Yep.
Fucking play for us.
Yeah.
You can make $1,000 on merch if you rip that stage and everyone wants your fucking t-shirt afterwards.
They want to leave with one.
Fucking oath. And I think that's always been and if you look at anyone who's on that successful thing, they have a product.
Yes.
Like, everyone's like, oh, you make millions off fucking YouTube. Nah, you can make good money on YouTube if that's all you're doing. But these people get in front is because they have a product and a brand and something that they can then be like, have something of mine. You don't have to just watch my shit, wear it, touch it, use it. And that's, again, it comes down to as simple as being just like the right fucking t-shirts. You've got 1 million followers, right? You drop a t-shirt and 1,000 people buy a t-shirt for $40. That's $40K. That's low numbers. Percentages too. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really doing well and you've got those 1 million people, like, you could have 100,000 people buy a shirt.
Yep.
Then do the math.
Yep.
We're talking instant, overnight fucking millions.
Yeah.
100%. And like, I mean, I've always sort of known all this, learned all this for a long time. And like, that's, I guess, what I'm building too. Like, I'm building that point to be like, I just need my numbers right to be like, okay, there's a consistent fucking 100,000 people that are watching me. That means every time I do anything, there's going to be a minimum 100 to 1,000 people that buy. And that's keeping the fucking wheels turning. And
that's like with the same dude. They've just brought into a new energy drink company called Kinetic, and it's all to do with ketones. Yep. I don't know if you know anything about ketones, heard about it. It's a new fucking thing. It's it's your healthy V's, monsters, all the bullshit. Yep. And it's meant to, like, the ketones is what the brain and body needs for function, focus, like all of it. It's pretty well known, researched and all the above. It's pretty big over there.
Yep.
And he started to promote it, all the above. Like, we've showed in the factory. We've just brought this, and we're doing this. This is our drink, and is that, man, the amount of money that's been spent, and the amount of drinks that are sold now, and all over the countryside, and everyone's raving. Everyone's like, this shit is killer. Like, a can a day, the clarity that comes from it, like what they're doing and the product they're producing is obviously really good, and it's quality.
Yep.
It does its thing, and we'll obviously get it soon enough in Australia, probably not that one, but ketones will become a thing.
Yep.
And all the above. But yeah, like being in front and being on top of knowing what's coming, what's going to be the next fucking dealio,
And you see
and
them
jumping on it.
You see them all do it, you know, like everyone's got that next product, whether they start their own fucking alcohol company, a fucking energy drink company. If you look at anyone that's making moves, they're investing in things like products of certain things, and they're all daily consumables,
Yes. Yep.
not
Has to
a
be though.
t-shirt that you wear, you buy it once a year, or a jumper that you come in on winter, right before winter, and you buy a jumper. No, we're talking drinks, food, snacks, alcohol beverages, all these things that you're going to use minimum once or twice weekly. So that's a continuous cash flow.
And you're going to use all of it basically pretty much in those 1 or 2 times weekly, alcohol especially.
Yep.
You know, all that. So it's just, a constant turnaround. You just see it in his daily videos, man. It's like his fridge in the shops and that he's got them in, they're empty daily.
Yep.
So whether the drink's really fucking great or he's promoting it and he's got that much of a name and a backing and everyone just froths it and like we're just going to go and get it because
Which is,
it's his.
I mean, always. I mean, it's sort of a hard one because things with taste are always going to be a broad situation, you know, because it's like some people don't like certain tastes.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone might love that, but fucking everyone might hate that. So there is always going to be a little bit of like, but it's weird. Most people, in all honesty, will just support it. You know, like they're going to sit back and go, oh, why would I drink this energy drink when like, fuck Red Bull. Red Bull doesn't, I don't know. I mean, Red Bull does entertain you if you watch it enough. But like, yeah, it's that sort of thing where like, oh, you know, they don't bring anything to the table. I like this person. I'd much rather give this person my $3 a day that I spend anyway to get me up and go to work. I'd rather give it to this person. And like, that's what's also happening like in the up and cut. Like, that's why all these big brands with like no faces are starting to like drop down, because it's like, well, why would anyone drink or eat that when we have no idea what's sort of going on with it? But we've got this person we've been watching for 20 years now endorsing this product that they've got part in, that like, and they're telling us all this information that is, you know, everything you have been drinking and eating is fucked. We're trying to make this new shit. All right, well, why would I go back to this shit that's fucked?
Yep. And the
that
amount
doesn't
of
have
people,
a face and all that shit, you know?
the amount of people you see raving on it, so it's the best shit ever. Like, it's fucking, it really does work. The things that you have said that you've created and what it's made for, it works. And it's, yeah, so, you know, quality also, as you know, comes into the big part of it. You can sell it and have a name and that, but if you've
It's a shit product, it's a shit
try
product.
it once, it's done, you know, where this thing. But yeah, I reckon with Profit Shano, like comparing it to the V's and the raspberry V's, the taste from what I've been hearing, it's real sour.
Yeah, right.
It's got like the ketones are sour.
Yeah.
Like a sour lolly.
Sick. What's
yeah.
like a ketone to me is a sound.
Same. That's what I thought. But it's I don't know if it's a natural thing or if it's...
What's a ketone? In organic chemistry, a ketone is an organic compound with the structure RCR, where R and R can be variety of carbon containing. Fuck, these are way too big words for me. Your body uses here we go. Your body uses ketones for energy, typically during fasting, long periods of exercise, or when you don't have as many carbohydrates. Fuck, I'd be fucking ketoning flat out with my fucking not eating habits. You can have low levels of ketone in your blood without it being a problem, but high levels of ketone in your blood is a sign that something isn't quite right.
What? Everyone's not quite right.
So they're drinking this stuff with ketones and putting more in their body? Or does this level the ketones? That drink you'd want it to level the ketones.
Couldn't tell you, but anyway, I don't know about the product. Haven't had it. I want to try get it, but I had actually a suss on the net just to order a 6-pack.
You can't get it over here.
can get it delivered.
Yeah.
6 packs, fucking $20 or whatever.
Fucking shipping would be 70, wouldn't it?
220.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Like
$220 for a $20 product. How much was the slab? $20.
Yeah, something like that.
Or a 6-pack or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, for 6 of them, $25. But then convert it to Aussie, you're still paying more than you should for a 6-pack or 8-pack. But I just wanted to suss it and see.
Yeah.
And taste all the above. But it's like, oh, yeah, delivery. It's like, man, no. I'd have to spend $300 on drinks just to make it feasible to spend $200 in shipping.
And then the shipping would go up because you're dealing with more weight.
More weight.
No.
So, yeah, but it'll become available to us at one point here in Australia, I'm sure. Probably fucking 25 years' time.
If it works, it could fucking fail in fucking 6 months and then it...
Or it's that good, the Australian government go, fuck, we don't want that in here. It's going to help everyone.
That's fucking... They'll get it here first and then they don't know if they don't know about they need it to circulate and then be like, hey, what's this shit?
Yeah.
We're
going to ban it.
We can't have them doing that.
Yeah.
Fucking they'll ban and everything else. I feel like they're going to start fucking... Yeah, on another note, fucking how's the big... I mean, I'm not...
Trumpy!
The greatest fucking... What is it? The Life of America, the sitcom. It's fucking great. What a show to fucking tune in on. But yeah, I'll tell you what, that's going to be
some... Good for the world.
That's going to be some... it's going to be an interesting time in the next 4 years. He's already making fucking big moves, man. Proper moves that are going to absolutely fucking disrupt the system like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, and that's what it needs because it was already disrupted.
It was broken.
It was fucked.
It's broken as, and at the end of the day, it's like this is the only... He's still a little bit of a fucking goose, right?
They all are.
Type guy, love that guy, yeah, great guy, go fucking shut up, Trump, right? He says the same fucking shit about everyone, you know. But... he's a fucking businessman. He's ballsy. There's a little bit of fucking fun in him. Like, I don't know. There's just, and it's just different. At the end of the day, we know the other side has done nothing but lie, manipulate, torture, abuse, kill, do all these things that and with a fucking mask on.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. There's just fucking big potential. And, I don't know. I feel like fucking... a lot of shit's going to start coming out.
Yeah.
A lot of shit's going to start fucking coming out, falling. And it's going to fucking... fuck these cunts that were crying the other day, man. Ooh, you better get your tears ready, ladies and gentlemen, because, you don't even know the half of it. Because denial's a motherfucker, but... yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a fucking interesting time. It's fucking pretty cool to see.
Yeah, yeah. All people, mates and that I've got on socials from the States. It's funny to watch that side of it and, It's actually funny to, if... fucking whatever, I don't fucking just hurt your feelings. But, the truth is, it's pretty obvious to see what's going on too. Anyone that has any sort of, fuck yeah, Trump, that's mad, go for it. They're all actual... either have a business, run a business, they're making things happen, they're go-getters. Anyone that's oh, Trump's a creep, they're just the sort of fucking... Yep. It's easier just to be ran. Say the wrong name. Yes, it's ran I'll just keep listening and doing my thing and follow suit and and I'm going to listen to all these fucking fear tactics that have always been fucking... I'm still living in fear. That's the other thing too. These people are fear-ridden people. The people that are fuck yeah, Trump are the dudes that are standing on the cliff going, I'm going to jump, fuck you. And not in a dark way, in I'm going to fly cunt. And I'm not jumping because I'm upset and happy. It's I'm going to go out here and fly. Yep. You stay over there on land, you fucking crybabies, and... yeah, it's fucking interesting. It's funny too, because right before it, you've seen all these couple of little ones pop in, do the right thing, guys, and save the country. And then fucking a couple hours later, it was just dude, Yeah.
It was just like AC/DC for everyone. We're here. This is how it's going down. Like and then all those people were just quiet.
Yeah.
They just all went back into their fucking little cry cave, being like, "Oh my God, how am I going to have responsibility for myself?
Yep.
I need the government to help me." Fucking hectic, bro. But interesting.
Yeah.
The next few episodes are going to be fucking grouse.
Yep.
It's going to be fucking good. But actually, there was a bloody comment. I'm pretty sure it was a decent comment on the last one we had. Another good watch. The drive into work to the city fly by. I don't have interest, so I can't see requests. I'd be interested to hear your take on the youth of today. Growing up in Melton in the early 2000s was a lot different than today. What do you think changed? What do you think needs to be done? What would you advise be... What would you advise... What would your advice... Fucking... Yeah, anyway. What would your advice be to any young people listening about negativity navigating... Fuck, my brain is fizzed today, bro. What would you advise to any young people listening about navigating today's world? Still waiting on those new tracks, Porgy. Coming. I feel like that is just some good shit. So you could probably sort of start off with, I'd be interested to hear your take on the youth of today. Growing up in Melton in the early 2000s was a lot different than today. Well, it definitely probably is a bit different.
The youth today is completely different, and it's made everything else different from when we were kids in comparison due to technology, computers, iPads,
all that,
iPhones, phones in your pocket, cameras.
And the influence those things have on the kids, I think, is a massive part of it.
Massive part of it, and the majority of it is shit. The outcomes.
Yes.
Like that I feel the younger generation now is so different due to all of that, and it's not really in a good way.
No.
Not to say it's terrible and it's the worst thing ever, because it is what it is and it's its future and we're moving forward and you got to do that with the times. But it's far from good for the wrong people.
I think the big, like I said, like, what do you think changed? I think like that is the big part. I think things like the internet, social media, like we sort of did grow up in that time where we weren't locked into things like phones and all this. Like, yeah, okay, we had MSN and we'd jump on MSN fucking after school and talk to a few people and then link up and then go to the skate park. But, you know, I think a lot of that, there's a lot of, everyone's so sheltered now. And if they're not, they're like the complete opposite and they're just doing these fucking ruthless Grand Theft Auto shit that's just like, what the fuck? Like, there's either no guidance or full bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Very hard to have those kids in the middle that are just like living as kids.
Yeah.
Just being kids, throwing fucking rocks at each other and shit. You know what I mean?
Riding
Like,
their bikes.
they'd rather fucking steal a car and stab a cunt. Or be scared to even look at somebody. Like, it's that one thing. It's like, I'm either just going to fucking go get me bloody. It's different.
What was it?
What was the other one that was sort of...
End of that.
What do you think has changed? What do you think needs to be done? Needs to be done is fucking... That's a big one because it's like a whole fucking system change.
Well, and just if we're talking Melton and I guess surrounding areas, it's like stop filling the joint.
Yeah, I think that's probably, just like overpopulating places.
Too
and just
many people in one spot. Like,
it's fucking hard. Like, how do you change? You need to change the whole fucking system. Like, the system is the top of all this shit, and that's why everything is broken. Like,
and this is what they want.
Yeah.
They want the fuckery of it all. And
that's the point of the system, is to keep you fucking in your little rat cage.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's fuck, I was just gonna say something, but I fucking lost it. What was I on then? What do you think needs to be done? I think, and I mean, at the same time too, I think things are being done. Things like good influences, positive influences, smart people out there that aren't like, selling the bullshit to the kids, that are sort of selling that good life. I think that's the start of change, doing things that are a little bit positive and making things positive, cool, like having fucking goals and dreams and wanting to work for things rather than just sort of like, I fucking did a Snapchat and fucking stole a Mercedes-Benz and look how cool I am.
Mm-hmm.
Are ya?
Yeah, exactly.
How fucking cool are ya? Like what? Anyone could do that.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take fucking skill. It doesn't take talent. Yeah, it takes a little bit of fucking balls, but you're running on adrenaline anyway. You're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really fucking show how fucking cool you are.
Nah.
Just shows how honestly retarded you are.
How much work you've got to do on yourself before you come any kind of fucking...
Anything good for yourself, yeah. Like, you've got a lot of work to do, cunt. You clearly have had fuck all guidance, or you're so fucking rebellious for some fucking certain reason that you're like, yeah, I have to do this to fucking prove myself.
Yeah.
It's like, go actually do something. But, yeah, I don't know. It's a fucking... What else? There was another bit to that. What would your advice be to any young people listening about navigating today's world? Listen to fucking positive people. Listen to smart people.
Surround yourself.
Listen to everyone. Don't just fucking think that this one cool cunt that you think is cool is like the only way to live life. Like, and like I feel that could also be advice for us as kids too. Like we were very, this is it. Black clothes, hat backwards, pants sagged, fuck everyone. Well, nah, that's pretty cool still. You sort of know what I mean? And like we had to grow to understand that. But at the time, if someone tried to make me wear these pants 20 years ago, I would have probably wanted to fight them. I'm not fucking wearing that fucking shit. I don't give a fuck now. But again, that's where I think, different influences, finding the right people. But it also comes down to that weird... Then we've got all this shit going on with like the whole fucking them trying to ban kids from going on the internet.
Yep.
And that's deep for me. That like, I mean, if you understand the system and its goals not to keep kids safe. Its goal is to keep them indoctrinated into the system they want them to listen to. Kids now can listen to people like us.
Yeah.
And be like, holy fuck, like I didn't realise fucking you could do both.
Yep.
Or you could actually be a good person and not just be a piece of shit your whole life. Like, and that's what they don't like. They don't like this positive influence. And it's like, well, keep them out of it. Keep them in school. Shut them up. And it's like, man, that's never going to... And at the end of the day, too, it's fucking crazy because the kids are fucking smart, dude. You don't think the kids are just going to make a new email address and start up one that says they're 18 and... use fake photos or use an AI image that they've got to taken a photo of themselves and made them look 34.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
The fact that the government's so, like, ignorant to that makes me just go, like, you really think these kids are going to go, oh, yeah, okay, government says I'm not... You telling them they're not allowed to do it is going to make it worse.
100%.
You're better off being like, hey, kids, have the internet. It's really good for you. And they're going to go, ew.
I think they're doing it. Reverse psychology, man.
So that's the game they play.
Yeah, let's.
And it's scaring the parents because the parents are still in the fear. The kids are smart. The kids are learning. The kids have all these. The kids are still open. They're still they haven't been fucking completely crushed yet. The parents are like, yeah, I don't really like how there's you should be on you shouldn't be on the internet. I've been trying to, and now the government's made it. I'm just gonna like, bro, you're just gonna make your kids hate you. To be honest, you want a bad relationship with your parents, then with your kids, then try and fucking take the internet off them.
Yep. Just my ending to that with what would your advice be to any young people listening about navigating today's world? Do you be confident? Get on a path. Don't worry about fucking Tom, Dick or Harry that surrounds you that's doing this and that, and and you feel like, oh yeah, I want to do that because I don't want to miss out, but I've also got this in my mind that I want to do. Chase your dreams, man. Yeah. Chase them. Be confident about it.
Those people that you're hanging around now won't be there in fucking 5 to 10 years. I mean, look, some of them might.
Yeah.
But the truth is, it's like you get stuck in this like, I should be going to do what I want to do, but I'm going to go hang out with these people because they're my friends. Because trust me, as soon as they find something for their own, they're going to ditch you like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So if you've got something and you feel, 100%, I'd say that'd be the best way to navigate, and especially in these times, it's such a chill 'em up, spit 'em out world quicker than ever now.
Be valuable.
If
Make
you're,
yourself valuable.
Yeah, if you're not on the ball for you and what you want out of life and what you think you want to do, and the other side of it too is if you've got some sort of a plan, or it seems crazy, or someone's telling you it's crazy, or it's fucking stupid, or all the above, for whatever reason, don't listen. Try it, test it, put it to the test. Like, allow yourself to realize, okay, that isn't going to happen. Yeah. Like, do not take advice from someone that isn't doing what you're doing
or want to do
or more.
Yeah. Yep.
If they're not in your position, they're saying that's shit, don't do that. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me that?
Yep.
For one, you're doing nothing.
Yep.
Two, you've got no idea about it because you don't like this field of what I love.
And it intimidates you probably because you don't have the fucking nuts and balls and fucking go hard to go
and you
for something.
sit at home and do nothing.
Yep.
Why the fuck would I take any advice from you? And that's one big thing I've learned. It takes time to learn that over a period, because sometimes it can be hard to decipher who's fucking telling the what's and the who to believe and how to all the shit.
Yep.
So and the biggest thing that I found that helps with that when you're a little bit stuck on shit, fucking intuition, man, gut feeling, go with it. Like. And this is all on the individual. I can only speak for myself. So it's all on, let's say, me. For all of that, doing that, that's all up to me to make the decisions, to pull through with it, to do it, to not go and party with those guys because you want to miss out. But you know what you've got going or have planned, like all of it. Just stick to you, stay in your own lane, know what's good for you, and go hard. Try everything.
Yeah. Yeah, give it a crack because you're only going to learn from it. And I'm a big believer of that. If you just fucking try it, put your fucking head down, go for it, hook in.
Mm-hmm.
And just if you've got this deep fucking passion in you, follow it and don't give a fuck what anyone says.
And regardless of your passion.
Yeah.
The boys are going to think that's stupid.
Fuck them.
Like, well, you're getting nowhere, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck the boys.
Yeah.
Go and do it.
Yep.
You'll soon realise, if it does succeed and all the above, the boys that are saying it's gay, and now either they're helping you going, fuck, man, it's worked, that's sick, or you hear boo from nothing because they're going, fuck, I've now got to hide because I feel like a dickhead because I did nothing but tell him that was the fucking stupidest thing ever.
Yep.
And now look where he is with it.
Yep.
So it's like you never know. Yep. So, we're here on a rock spinning around doing something in the middle of nowhere. No one knows what the fuck it is. So if you've got something you want to do it, go hard. Don't let anyone fucking interfere with it.
I fucking couldn't agree anymore. I was thinking though, we should we sort of half planned on doing this anyway, but while we're talking about the youth, I would like to currently introduce the man behind the screen here, my apprentice. Here he is. Wait for it. Let me double click it.
Switch it around.
Yeah, here he is. Here he is. It's
Yeah.
Yep. So here we have my apprentice Luke. He's behind the decks at the moment. He's pretty much doing all the cutting. So every time the camera changes, he's over there making all that happen. But
on the fly too, pressing the buttons, keeping up.
Yeah, he's like fully live over there making it happen. But I guess because you're a 17-year-old kid, you are the youth of today.
Yep.
Close to 18. Whoop whoop. Yeah, getting there, brother. I'm sort of trying to work out how do I ask those questions to you because they are almost like for the adult. But do you, growing up, what do you think has changed? Well, you can't answer that because you weren't there.
No, I wasn't around.
Well, just with the last
I
part,
guess, like what do you think needs to be done? Like, can you see things in...
Do you think anything needs to be done?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely get into something, like you were saying. Like
have a passion.
I got into my bikes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah, and I think that's probably, and we should probably sort of elaborate on that. Yeah, I would say you're probably one of those dudes that is in the middle, that you you're not like a fucking goose that's out there trying to be a hero for anyone, and you're not like fully locked up in your room playing games like a fucking little nerd. You're out. You're outside. We outside. So I'm fucking we're gonna have to go wide on that, but we're good. So I feel like you are that sort of dude that's in the middle. We've obviously had plenty of conversations where, you know that some of your mates are out doing some of this crazy fucking wild shit, and. What do you think there's like something that they need or you think it is just like, because again, we know that as adults, some people just need to learn. But do you think that it's there's lacking things out there, like, or there's too much bad influence over good influence?
Or do you see the people that you class as acquaintances, mates, whatever, that are doing this sketchy shit coming from broken families?
Yeah.
Not being brought up in the right ways, or is it just a rebellious thing of like, these guys are going home to a mum and dad, a beautiful house, food on the table, but they're still out there fucking jacking people's shit? And like, is it just a way of life, or is it like, I don't know, there's an issue there with these dudes? Yeah,
so the mates I know, families, you're fine. It's literally, I reckon the main thing for them was mates. Yeah, the mates got into them.
They had bad.
It's too far.
Right. So, it's almost like you're sort of saying, it's like, say, they might have come from that good family.
Yeah.
But they sort of started hanging out with the kids that came from bad families.
Definitely.
But they almost tried to outdo those kids, and then they end up worse than the kids that actually come from the bad places.
Well, that's sort of how it's gone.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because the kids that are doing it, because they're doing it, are semi-fighting for their life,
they
surviving.
Sort of have to
a point.
These kids, there's these other. It's like it's the fat of it. It's the
I want to be cool. I want to do that, but hang on, man, you don't need to do that. You're a really good kid.
Yeah.
Your mum and dad are going to be spewing on you if you get done.
Yep.
You know it's wrong. You shouldn't be. What, you got fucking FOMO because old mate friends going out and stealing shit. You don't want to be part of that anyway.
Yeah.
And
what do you think has made that cool? Because you know what's weird? In our day, you didn't steal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, it was just not I'll fucking bash you. I'll fucking kick your fucking doors in. I'll burn your house down. But I don't steal.
Yeah.
It was just like yours is yours, mine is mine. And I'll destroy yours, but I won't take it. It's weird how it's like trendy to steal now. Do you think there's a reason for that, or it's just time?
Well, I reckon their cool thing is they'll take a nice fancy Mercedes.
Yep.
They love that it's all fancy.
Yep.
Plus the money from that, the big piles of money.
Yep.
And also driving around that car.
Of course.
Like, they love posting it. That's their main thing. Post it. And you're cool.
Which is crazy,
that's unbelievable.
bro.
No, post it. What are you talking about? Post it.
They post everything.
Why don't you just go to the jack shop and say, hey, look what I did. My time. Lock me up, officer. Like, what are you fucking doing, dude?
Literally.
That's unreal.
And like, I get the adrenaline for that, right?
Yeah, but don't touch me shit.
But it is. It's fucking stupid. And, like, I think the biggest thing, I reckon, is like the whole, like back in our day, like these kids are stealing bikes off other riders. You're shitting on your own fucking team, dude. Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, how does that make you cool because you broke into a house? Like, I don't know. I just don't see I don't know, it's just being grown up and seeing through it and maybe seeing more and being like, what, you think you're fucking tough because you broke into a house, cunt? Fucking show you tough. Do some of this shit. Or be on the, it's like, it doesn't, but again, it's that adrenaline. It's that like, oh, I'm going to fucking post it on me Snapchat. Everyone's going to fucking see it.
Well, go
and
and
I'm
do
going to
something
think I'm going to be fucking cool, but it's
go
like.
and do something cool for the adrenaline and post that.
Yeah.
And you'll
takes
find
skill,
that,
talent.
but that's exactly right.
Yeah.
And that's it's just like, it's all too hard. Fucking go and learn that skill and talent.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. That's all too hard. And fucking Tim and Tom will think I'm a faggot because I'm not going out and stealing cars with them. You know, it's a big pressure.
Yeah.
Fucking got to be part of it, keeping up with the boys and doing the thing. And I feel that's a massive part of it, man, because we both know that young, dumb, you're
always
lost.
Cool. And you're trying to keep up. You're trying to fucking impress everyone. And I get that too, 100%. But it's like, I don't know, there's just none of that. Our generation come from very, like, we were all outside. We were all, like, extreme sports. If you weren't a skater kid, you were a rollerblader. If you weren't rollerblading, you were BMXing. If you weren't BMXing, you were motoing. And it's like, that's still about, but it's not like it was. It's like everyone's just either doing something or doing nothing. Like,
and there's so
and they
many
think
doing
they're doing
nothing,
something,
man.
but like that's what I mean. They think they're doing things because they're fucking, you know, yeah, we'll fucking go out and you know, it's the same time too. What gets me is like the work that's involved in. All right, we're gonna go fucking steal this car, so we got to case the joint. We got to come back at a certain time. There's a level of organisation.
They do it smart.
That's what I mean.
Half the time, it's smart.
Use that for something better. Like you stealing this car, where's it going to get you at 21? If your crew got together and came up with a business plan that was legitimate, and you all work together as a fucking team,
as you do when
you're fucking being gangster, like you could fucking double that shit because it's like,
but that's not cool, Shane. You know, like in that.
But it is. Because all these fucking kids, they all look up to fucking everyone that's like running businesses and shit. So it's like, I don't really get why. Oh shit, I'm fucking zoomed in hard there. I don't get why they don't have that, like, you know, and obviously too there's people like all the, you know, the times have changed. You got people like Spanian, you got people like Gaz, you got all these like new school influencers that are showing that positive side, but there's still that like, I'm still be gangster.
Never die.
And I do get that too, of course. There'll always be that scene, but it is the biggest thing is the coolness of stealing.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb.
And then like, do you think it's got a lot to do with like I'll spin this back around, but do you reckon it has to do with like the encouragement? Like, say for instance, are the kids on the other end of the phone going, "Fuck yeah, that's sick"?
When they post it,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that's the problem. The kids need to be like, "You're a loser.
What's that for?
Why would you do that?" Like, you know, that was me fucking nan's hard-earned fucking Mercedes cunt. She worked her fucking ass off for that car, and you've just fucking gone in, scared her fucking kids, and taken her fucking car. End of the day, too, it's just a fucking car. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But, like...
The people on the Facebook they're going off.
Yep.
But the mates on the Insta, that's whole different. They love it.
Of course.
They all love it.
Yeah. Yep. Crazy. I know, I guess, you know... I get it. There's a level of adrenaline. That's why we all played Grand Theft Auto. I get it. But how long is it going to last? Like, what? You're either going to crash that fucking car, and truth is, this is how it goes down. When you crash a car, you swerve away from your own driver's seat and you swerve into the fucking passenger or the backhand, right? So you're probably not going to die. You're going to kill a bunch of your friends, right? Right, first things first, you're going to either kill a bunch of your friends or yourself or everyone or some other random cunt, because the truth is you don't really know how to fucking drive, or you're going to get busted and fucking go to jail. And again, it's that same thing. I'm like, I do think we're past that stage where it is like, that's not cool anymore. Like, there was a level to our generation that was like, yeah, it's cool. But it's like, what? Where are you going in this hot Mercedes that someone... And like, is it stealing and chop shopping, or is it a lot of like just dumping?
They love dumping it. You go.
So they're not even
Yeah.
like they're
They
not
sell
even
them.
chopping it. So they will. There's like a big dude that shops it, sort of. Is that, do you think that's gone, or is it just like once they're done, they'll put it down a dirt road and get picked up?
Well, the smart kids will sell them off.
Yeah.
You go anywhere, you'll see them in ditches,
Yeah.
burnt cars. Like
Someone said to me the other day there was I think it was on Friday, there was like a fucking GDS HO something in a fucking alleyway up the road. It was fucking clearly just been fucking dumped. He's like, I'm going to take the fucking wheels off the car.
Yeah, they've done it anyway.
Yeah,
They've done the hard yards.
anyway. It's insurance is on, you know what I mean? Fuck it.
Yeah, that's a spinner. I can't.
And like, I mean, at the same time too, like there was still joyrides in our time. People were still fucking stealing fucking Commodores and
Yeah.
fucking doing joyrides and shit like that. It's always been a thing. But like, I think what we're sort of hitting at here is like, it's the trend of it now. Like, it's trendy. They're fucking posting it on the internet. Hey, look at the car I stole. It's got a fucking LED light in it. Ooh, Mercedes. Ooh.
Now I'm going to park it on the side of the road and walk away.
Yeah.
It's fucking, yeah. I don't
And
get
like,
it.
I don't know,
get
it's,
it
again,
one bit.
it's probably just that like older mentality of like, you guys do realise that if you work a little bit hard and you get to a point, by fucking 22, you can own your own fucking Mercedes.
There's
You can
that.
drive your own. You can do whatever the fuck you want in a Mercedes Benz because it's fucking yours. But instead, you've wasted fucking 7 years of your life stealing the cunts and dumping them in a paddock.
And you'll soon come to realise when you get to an age that, I shouldn't really have done that and that's fucked. And you'll realise all the ripple effect out from that one move that you did and, you know, whose car it was and what it caused them when they lost that car.
Yeah.
And then their family that had to come and get them and all sort them out with some money to replace the car. Like, so many things that you'll then realise in an adult after doing it all when you're grown up and go, fuck, I was a complete fucking piece of shit. And unless you continue on that lifestyle through and through and then you won't be around for long anyway.
Correct.
So it's like at one point in time you will realise
They'll have to deal with
how
that.
much of a piece of shit you are. You have to sit with that. You
Yeah.
have to come to terms with it and be okay with it because it was your choice. And most times out of 10, people won't do that.
Yeah.
And pass the buck, do whatever.
Stay in
I
their
was just
loop.
young. I was like, well, you're going to continue to be a fucking piece of shit human.
Yep.
That's it. Like, and yeah, I fucking hate people that steal shit, man. Like,
Yeah,
it's just,
proper
you know,
low ball.
anything. But if it was to come down to people's like motorbikes and shit, like,
Yep.
that's just one thing that really fucking pisses me off.
Yep.
Like, fucking leave my shit alone, man.
Yeah.
Like, anyone's shit, but just like,
Well, it's
Yeah.
like it is. It's the epitome of low. Like, you don't. There's no. Like, okay, yeah, there's effort to breaking the fucking door down and being staunch if the shit goes down, yeah? Okay, cool, man. But, like, what are you achieving? Like,
it's
there's
just on a
no.
buzz, man. Like, we
And
had,
I get that it is.
we
It's-
had,
yeah.
I could hear this. It was like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night.
You're right.
And I'm like, fuck, that's sounds like it's getting close, coming up. Sure enough, straight past the factory. What? And they must have been two up, but then, and then I heard it. But Yui's right out the front, man, like right out front. I go out and I'm just sitting there staring, like watching. They couldn't see me. I was in the dark. And then Ali come out and she's just sitting there watching. Couldn't see because there was no light on our end. They were lit up from the big spotty out the front. And, you know, they're on 250, 4-stroke, so it wasn't fucking quiet. And he's caning it up and down. Then Raf got onto it, man. And he was up on the fence. And when they came back, so he dropped his mate off that was doubling up the end of the court. Then he started doing, he probably did 5 Uis out the front of mine.
Yeah.
Hop laps, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Went up, and then old mate jumped on the back again and come past with his phone and torch on. And they were talking. He was just like idling. So the bike was just quiet under idle. And they were talking, going probably slow rolling past in Nucci, clutch in. And yeah, I could hear him. And Ali's like, and Raf's fucking at the fence following the whole way. And he had his torch and he's like, oh yeah, dog. Full casing. Like, fuck, come back, cunts. Like, you know, come back and jump the fence, man. I'm going to turn all these lights off, put all the cars inside, come back, come on. You fucking dogs. You won't have a 250 and you won't have a fucking face either.
Yeah, bad. And like, I mean, that's the thing too. I mean, fuck, dude, how do they? I mean, they're obviously smart. Most of them are. They're not going to sit there and go for the fucking. They're going to go for your fucking weak people. They're not dumb cunts. I think they case it out enough to be like, that dude ain't going to do shit when I fucking kick his door in.
Yeah.
And, but I think what the biggest thing with like situations like us is like, I think most people wouldn't expect us to be living in there.
Yeah, no,
It's
and
just
I
a
reckon
shed out the back. That's where that shit happens. Oh yeah, cool. We'll hit it at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. Cunt, I'm sitting there on me chair, still awake.
They thought I'd forgot to lock the door and left the internal shed lights on, the workshop lights, and the personal door was open. And I reckon like they might have just been up the road to go for a rip and then that door's open. The lights are on in there. Yeah. And then clicked a couple of things into gear.
Do you reckon when he dropped old mate off up the top, he was wandering?
I don't know what old mate. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the deal was about it. So, yeah, anyone in the Bland area sussing and riding on 250 and you're listening, I'm telling you, stay the fuck away. As far away as you can, because if there's a fucking foot stepped inside, you will not have knees, ankles, legs. They'll be gone.
Back on the amputation note,
I'll be seeing how they do it.
You ever heard of a bear trap, kids? Well, like y'all need to watch Home Alone.
And then I'm telling you, Raph running up that fence line.
Yeah, I wouldn't be fucking with him either.
There's that side of it, but I'm telling you, Django comes out.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
You motherfuckers are done.
Fucked, cunt.
Like done. So yeah, but it was interesting to hear. Oh yeah, dog. Yeah, there's a dog. It's like fucking oath. There's a dog, and there's another one, and he's 10 times worse. And then there's people inside too. So fucking steer clear, cunts.
Fucking hectic, bro. Oh, fucking hell. How long have we been going?
Hour 41.
Fuck, that's heaps
Jesus,
enough.
man. We're on 2 nearly. We're going to do an hour-y.
Have we really been talking for that long? Okay, well, we're
Oh,
done.
there's podcast turning on. I
got
gotta go and fucking build to some suspension.
Yeah, all right. Well, fucking cheers for coming again, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back next weck. Bloody cheers for our pop-in guest here. Bloody the one and only, the apprentice.
Woo!
LTN, Luke Tamblyn.
Yep.
Let's go. Here he is, ladies and
Don't
gentlemen.
zoom
Get that.
in fully.
Yeah, look at that. Look at him go. Look at him putting in work, son. Putting in that work. All right.
Good shit. Right on, everyone. Thanks for being here again, listening in. Tune in. Make sure next week, episode 30, got a pretty interesting guest coming on board. Would love to hear the feedback from that next episode too. If you think that it was good and you just want to know, hear all the above, more of, hit us up. You know where it's at. All good stuff. You close it out, Shane. That's your job.
You just did it for me. That's why I sort of didn't have anything to say.
Right on.
Schmeat on the outro. Let's
Catches.
go. Thank you very much. Catch ya.
My die!